Dear students, very good afternoon to all of you. So today we are conducting this class in virtual mode. As you know, outside it's scorching, and I hope all of you are there at your home. You are just enjoying your cozy shelter under the roof. There is much cool it is, especially in compared to outside. So let us uh, have some knowledge. Let us continue some lessons while staying comfortably at our homes. So the thing that here I'm going to discuss, it is some rules of transformation. As you can see, it is written there, some rules of transformation. Transformation occurs there in your exams, especially in English 1, and it has a significant marks. At least I think 8 marks is there for transformation. So it's a very serious matter. There are different sections. Narration change also is there, voice change, the interchange of clauses, and simple complex compound. These concepts are also woven into this part we call transformation, but it is the largest area of grammar which is covering. You have prepositions at a smaller and specific area. You have others also, like you have the correct form of verb that is only concerned to tenses, but the part transformation, it is covering the lion's share of his grammar syllabus. So those things that recur often, I have chosen those for today's discussion. So the first thing that you can see here, it is that despite plus ing verb or the fact or noun. See how to use despite. Generally, the wrong thing that you do, especially during your exams, you treat despite exactly alike with in spite. Whereas in spite is followed by of, as you can see, is written there. Despite is followed by ing verb or the fact or noun. See the first example. Despite being ill, he took his exam. So despite being means ing verb. Next example. Despite the fact that he was ill, he took his exam. So what I wrote there, despite plus either ing verb or the fact. The fact is also written there. Despite the fact that he was ill, he took his exam. Same line, same uh, data is there, the same fact is happening, but it is written in a different manner. Despite his illness, he took his exam. Illness is a noun. The first one, being ill, that is VING. The fact that he was ill, you have added the phrase the fact, and then comes illness, that is the noun. So in three ways, you can use despite. Then comes in spite. It is always followed by of, as you know. In spite of being ill, or in spite of his illness, he took his exam. So what are the options here? Either in spite of plus being ill means VING, or in spite of plus noun, in spite of his illness. You may also write in spite of the fact that he was ill, he took his exam. So in the same way we are writing, but in spite is strictly followed by of, whereas despite, it does not follow of. Then comes another conundrum, that is notwithstanding. So notwithstanding is followed by noun or the fact that. See? So notwithstanding his illness, he took his exam. So in every single case, the sense is exactly the same, only the applications are different. Notwithstanding his illness means noun. Next one, notwithstanding the fact that. So either you have to add the phrase the fact, or you have to use the noun illness with notwithstanding, which is not followed by any preposition. And then the comma is mandatory. After giving the comma, you add the next section of the sentence. Then comes nevertheless. Same meaning, but applications are completely different. Nevertheless is used to mean the same as yet or still. So he was not well. Nevertheless, he took his exam. He was not well. Nevertheless means yet or still he took his exam. So these two facts are set contrary to each other. And we are here to deal with contradictory facts. That's why these conjunctions are occurring there. Then comes hardworking as he is. So now the type is hardworking. Hardworking as he is, he failed in his exam. See, means though he was hardworking or he is hardworking, he failed in his exam. So the sense is same, only the applications are different. The same thing we are going to write in with however in the next point. However he walks hard, or however hard he walks, he failed in his exams. Same thing in a different way. However he is hardworking, or however hardworking he is, then you may write the same thing. He failed in his exams. However hardworking he may be, he failed in his exam. Regardless of being sincere, he failed in his exam. So regardless of being, so regardless is followed by VING, that is the being, and then you have to state the fact, and after that add the rest part of the clause, that is he failed in his exam, that is the principal clause. Next one, no matter he is sincere, he failed in his exams. See, no matter he is sincere, he failed in his exams. Means in spite of being sincere, he failed in his exam. It means also despite being sincere, he failed in his exams. Despite the fact that he is sincere, he failed in his exam. Despite his sincerity, he failed in his exam. All things are denoting the same fact in a different way, following different syntax of the words. Now, sincere as he may be or might have been, he failed in his exam. That means also the same. Though he was sincere, he failed in his exam. Sincere as he may be or might have been, he failed in his exams. No matter what turns out, means come what may, the same thing. No matter what turns out, I will help my friend. See, the same thing is written, come what may, I will help my friend. So here, the theme is same, that whichever the things, whichever obstacles may rise, but I will overcome those obstacles and I'll help my friend at any cost. However it may affect him. Affect means, remember, to have some deleterious effect is called affect. Tell upon. So it may affect him. He will go to Kedarnath temple. However it may affect him, he will go to Kedarnath temple. Means no matter what turns out, he will go to Kedarnath temple. Means come what may, he will go to Kedarnath temple. All are same. Now with besides also, it is used as a rule. Besides will be followed by either an ing verb or a noun or noun phrase. Like besides being a renowned singer. So besides is now followed by an ing verb. Then comes besides having two luxury cars. So having is also a verb with ing. Besides Mr. Singh, that is besides is followed by noun. And then in fact, besides other consequences of the treaty, it has sparked agony in people's hearts. Besides being a renowned singer, he is a famous poet. Means on one hand he is a singer, and on the other hand, at an additional quality, he is also a famous poet. So there are two qualities stashed in one person, and the qualities are singing and composing poetry. Besides having two luxury cars, he owns a sports car. So on one hand there is luxury cars, and on the other there is a sports car. Besides Mr. Singh, Mr. Sharma met me to expense his concern. So besides Mr. Singh, Mr. Sharma met me to express his concern. Besides other consequences of the treaty, it has sparked agony in the people's hearts. He is both a renowned singer and a famous poet. That is the sense which is imbued in the sentence. Besides being a renowned singer, he is a famous poet. It means he is both a renowned singer and a famous poet. Then it is written unless, if plus not. So unless means what? If not. In case means if plus when. Let me carry an umbrella. In case means when it rains, means if it rains. So if he went to the market, he would buy milk. Means the possibility is there. There is a possibility he may go to the market, and if he goes there, he will definitely buy a milk. He will not return without buying a milk. Then comes where he to go to the market. So where is followed by to. So where to means where subject to. So where he to go to the market, he would buy milk. If I were the PM or the country, I would make stricter policies where I, the Prime Minister of the country, I would rather have made uh, stricter policies. So the first one, if I were. The next previous one was were he to go to the market. Here another possibility, if I were the PM of the country. I is followed by where in case the condition is imaginary. The condition is not practical because I am not the PM and there is a distant chance that I might one become or I might become one. So if I were the PM of the country, means had I been the PM of the country, I would make stricter policies. Next one is written there, I would rather pursue a course in journalism than study science. Means instead of pursuing a course in journalism, the speaker actually thinks it better to study science. So would rather is followed by than. Rather will always followed by than. Would rather plus noun plus than plus noun. I had better pursue a course in journalism or I will have to study science. Had better plus verb first form. I had better pursue, not pursued, not pursues anything, only the main verb that is pursue. I will or would prefer studying journalism to studying science. Means I would prefer studying journalism to studying science. So remember, prefer, the word prefer is always followed by to. Don't write even the names of other things without to. Or prefer than, this kind of mistake you have to avoid. Prefer, senior, junior, these things are followed by to. So instead of studying science, I would study journalism. So means without studying science, I will study journalism. The same thing is told in a different manner, with a different syntax of words in a different way. Clear it is. I hope it is clear to you and crystal clear for most of the students, the whole theme of transformation. The detailed discussions regarding the transformation I will conduct during our live online classes. Let it open, then I can conduct it and I can continue this. Till then, you have to revise the video. You have to write sentences following the same conjunctions or same linker, and you have to form a sentence that is errorless, impetuous by nature. So in order to prepare impetuous sentences, you need to know the ABCD of grammar, and that is why I am arranging this so that you can be taught in a better way, and this will remain. The link will remain. You can click on the link anytime. You can revise the whole chapter while having a comfortable rest at your home. That's why we are uploading it to the YouTube, and then the links are provided to you. So till we meet again, I hope you will continue the thing, and once the school opens, you will surprise me with the amount of knowledge that you are going to acquire during this summer vacation or early summer vacation. That's all for today's students. We will meet again and we will discuss more of the ABCD of grammars. Thank you very much.